Hello, my lovelies. I'm back. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Kim. I am known as the Snitch Stitcher here on YouTube and on Instagram. And this is my channel about cross stitch. And for those that are coming back, yes, this is not my normal area. This is actually my stitching spot. It's on my couch in my living room. Right back behind me, over here. That's actually where I normally sit, but it's kind of a disaster right now. I'm in the process of organizing, so my desk is covered and my work tables and things, trying to get some organization going back there because it is chaos. This is actually technically my dining room in my apartment, but it's just me, so I turned it into my workspace and my crafting area. So anyway, different space. It's super comfy. This is where, if you see me ever on Zoom or on any of the virtual retreats, this is usually where I'm sitting. And yes, back behind me are some pictures. This is actually a picture that a friend of mine's son drew me of my cat and another art piece that he did for me. And I've always had this back there because it's kind of nice to see those. And what's funny is normally if I have my light the way I normally would, you would see what looks like a halo back here. So some friends of mine thought that it was very funny for me to have a halo. And this little table that I have this on is a little bouncy, so I'm trying not to move it. Anyway, let's just jump into this. This is going to be a short one. I've been kind of focusing on one piece, which is very unusual for me, but it is what it is. So let me get the welcomes out there. If you are new here, welcome. I don't normally have that much of a preamble. It's one of those days. And this is probably going to be a much shorter video than usual just because I haven't worked on a whole lot. I mean, I've not a lot of projects. I have worked primarily on one project. And I really, most of it I've been on Instagram posting there. And I don't really have a lot to show other than that because life's been quiet. And that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So let's hop into it. My first piece, and you guys will recognize this Alice in Wonderland bag. This is Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas. And this is a piece that it's supposed to be Tammy, Leopard and Lace XOXO, her birthday start. I don't even think she has completed one motif. Oh, and I don't have my boards over here. So it's just going to be what it's going to be. So hopefully we're going to get a little see-through. So I have actually made a lot of really good progress on this. I just haven't been able to put it down. And I think I'm just getting those happy chemicals in my brain because it's like each little motif is like a start, yay, and a finish, double yay. So it makes me feel pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping I can knock this out before too long. I am working on another big hawk and spool over here. Those spools are no joke. So hopefully maybe I'll get a finish on it soon because, okay, so Kelly, who is his Princess Kelly on Instagram and on YouTube, she is known as Don't Run with Scissors. We've been kind of jokingly, well, actually, she's much more serious about it. Like every year, it's like whatever the year ending is, that's how many finishes we have in a year. So this year is 25 and 2025. I think I have 9. And we're halfway through August. So I have got to get my butt in gear. Now, I do have several pieces that are really not far off. I just need to focus on them. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. Another piece that I'm working on, actually, I will grab this one first, this is one of my bags from Needle and Bone from Tanya. And this is the Frida Plenty. This is my birthday sal. It was March 1st. And so the first of every month I work on Matter in Hand and Fruit of Plenty for in honor of my birthday and for Tammy's birthday. I did not get a whole lot done. I did get some. So I started going down this side here. And I am using Sulky 1/2. And I really like the coverage. Now I wish this lavender showed up better on camera. In person it shows up really well. It looks really good. And even the blue here is not showing up as well. In person it really does though, and it's kind of giving a little bit more of an orangey vibe for this, but it is definitely a pink. It's a really pretty pink. So I know this is going to take me 500 years. You guys You know me. It's going to take me 500 years. But I do sometimes get on a groove with it, especially when I'm on Zoom with my girls. It just seems like it just starts flowing when I'm working on it. But like I said, it's been really hard for me because I haven't wanted to put down matter in hand. It's just going for me. Okay, and I keep on hitting this thing. My other one that I'm working on, and I do have to frog a little piece because it is, I was hoping that it wouldn't drive me crazy, but it is. And I rolled it. I don't know. Oh, I know why I rolled it, because I was working on this at Stitchy Group. I did have my Stitchy Group this last weekend. So this is Sacred from Teresa Kogut. And so I finally have managed to get down to where the bottom is. And so it is looking really good. But I did realize, okay, so I work on this sometimes when I'm at work, because it's the long lines and like these little triangles are really easy to do. And the words most of the time are not that hard, except for on, what was it? On this F. And I know that you would not be able to see it. But on this F, for some reason, I know what happened. I was talking with one of the people at work. And so when I did this, these stitches here are all going the correct way, but these are not, and I missed half a stitch here. So I was going to see if I could just wag it and leave it alone, but I can't. It's going to drive me nuts. So this one will get some love probably this week, if I can put matter in hand down. I'm kind of, if I get the urge for it, I'm just going to run with it. But this one, like I said, is a good one for work because it's not super difficult provided I'm paying attention. It's just, I need to not get distracted, which I've just been getting distracted very easily lately. So one of my Frida bags. So this is a Frida pattern. This is Frida by Sweet Annet. This will probably be finish number 10 for me. I did make a decision to, I got the majority of the base stitching done, or the main pattern done, and it's been doing backfill. Well, I started doing it full X's. I was doing like half stitches and then coming back with the other leg, and I'm like, this is killing me. And it makes it kind of thick. So I've decided to just do half stitches. So I ended up, this is where I had started going back. So I ripped those out because it wasn't that much. And so I'm just going to fill the rest of it in with half stitches. And then there's more back stitching that needs to be done on this. And it's really blowing it out. But there's more back stitching that needs to be done, and some beads, because I suck at French knots, and it will not zoom. I don't know why it won't zoom. But anyway, you get the general gist. You see her eyebrows, yeah. Y'all, if my eyebrows ever get like that, slap me. Slap me. They probably won't. I mean, you look how far apart mine are. I have very light eyebrows, which I actually do have eyebrows that come in over here, but you can't really see them. And I hate doing an eyebrow pencil because that's just way too much work. This is another Alice in Wonderland bag. This is actually a gift. The bag was a gift from my friend Julie. And this is a pattern I am working on for Tammy. We're doing a little swip swap. This is Gingerbread House Sewing Book by Stacy Nash. So I told Tammy that I was going to stitch on it. And I was getting so proud because I got a good chunk of it done on the front. However, I love my girl, but she can't count. Yes, Tammy, I'm calling you out. You are 6 rows short on your roof. So you ended it off down here coming across. Or actually kind of, you can see where that line is. It should have been up much higher. So I just kind of gridded out. This is going to be where the top of it is going to be. But I had all of this done with the little swishies. And I was getting ready to work on the holly boughs that go underneath the roof. And it wasn't matching up. And I'm like, what? Because I knew we had side to side was fine. And I know you had had some issues going up this way. But I didn't count it because I'm like, okay, well, it should be fine. I should have counted it. But it's okay. We'll get it done. And I started just to go ahead and wag it, but then I realized there's a matching back piece for this to make it into the sewing book, and I would have to fudge that one too. So it was easier to just take out the single stitches. I thought this is over one. I think this is a 22 count fabric. Um, yeah, got a little twitchy. I got some odd twitches with this one. So, and what makes it even more fun is that Tammy and the way that she stitches, because she stitched a good chunk of like the windows and stuff and the door and everything, but the way she stitches, her top leg goes the opposite direction of the top leg that I do. So we stitch opposite. So for me to stitch, it's a paper pattern, so I'm able to turn it on its side, and I turn the pattern on its side and I stitch that way, so that I can make sure that the X's are all going in the same direction since she's already done it. Now on the back side, since I'm going to be doing it from scratch, I'll be doing it my way, so I can just look at it straight up and down, which you'll never know because you can't turn them to be side by side, and nobody would really even notice. I would, just because that's just one of my OCD things. But it is looking really good. I did get these other holly boughs in, and I cannot get this to zoom in to save my life today. This is my life this week, seriously. But I did get those done, and it is looking pretty good. But there's been some grumbling. But we're okay. It's all good. We'll get it done. But this fabric is super soft. I know that she had gotten it from Leslie from Under the Sea Fabric. And then I think she had an issue, and then she ended up tea dyeing it. I think she got a stain or something on it. And so she tea dyed it. And I love the way it turned out. It turned out fabulous. So my other item is, it's a new start. And I actually just started this on Friday for my What the Flock Friday. And it is Plum Street Tropic Troupe. I got tagged in this I don't know how many times. And of course it's not going to zoom. Oh, y'all, I just give up. I got tagged in this so many times. It was just not even funny. And this is a cute little bag. I can't even remember where I got it from. Of course, it is a flamingo, and it's got this cute flamingo charm. I think this flamingo charm is one that I got from Susie Q's cross stitch shop. So Sue, thank you. And this is, I'm stitching it on Eris, which this is one that you'll see from another one of my projects that I did, the dragonflies. So I did get the flamingo done. Now, I didn't get as much of this done on Friday that I normally would have. And that is just because I had the flosses all together, but I hadn't put them on floss drops. I hadn't organized them. I wasn't 100% sure on my fabric, so I didn't get as much done. But I am really liking how it's looking. So it is coming out pretty well. So y'all, that is all the stitching that I have done this week, or the last 2 weeks. Well, primarily it's been on matter in hand. And I really haven't gotten a whole lot of time stitching. I do stitch sometimes in the evening. There are a couple of days that I just didn't stitch. I just wasn't feeling it. And sometimes that's the way it works. That's very rare for me, but it does happen sometimes just because I get sidetracked with other things. Now, this last Saturday, or yesterday, I did have my local in-person stitchy group, and it was amazing. We meet up either at the Kaufman Library, or we'll meet at the Mason Lodge in Forney. And we were over at the Forney location because I guess the library has bees. I'm glad we were not there. But we always get together, and we're there usually from about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we all bring stuff to eat. So I made a no-bake lemon cheesecake and topped it with blueberries and chopped up strawberries. It was really good. One of the gals made sopapilla cheesecake. Lord, I could have eaten the whole damn thing. I would have been sick, but I could have eaten the whole thing. But we basically did tacos. But we had queso with meat in it. We had just taco meat. We had guacamole and pico and just all kinds of good stuff. Somebody brought refried beans, and we had all kinds of other desserts and things. But the best part, the food is amazing, but the company is the best part. And we sat and visited, and we chit-chatted, and we just talked and enjoyed each other's company, which is the best part ever. Yeah, I love these ladies. They are wonderful. Coming up, I do have Dirty Annie's Retreat, which is going to be in September. I think that's the same time as the fall Lindy Stitches virtual retreat, and an in-person retreat, especially a Dirty Annie's retreat, trumps anything virtual. I love you guys, but no. I am super excited about it. I know that Like my friend Julie is coming over from Shreveport to go to it. My friend Velma, who we don't get her on Zoom or actually I don't think we've ever managed to get her on Zoom. She did show up for our local Stitchy group, and I get to see her in September too. So it's going to be awesome. We always have a good time. We laugh and we cut up. I'll be there with Tammy, Leopard and Lace Co. XOXO. I'm sure that, and I can't even remember who else is going to be going. I'm hoping that we can get a couple, one of the gals that lives up in Oklahoma that I met her in the spring fling. I've been kind of trying to entice her to come down for it, so I'm hoping that she gets to come. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. I think they're still opening, so if you're looking for a retreat and you're somewhat local or want to fly in, it's a lot of fun. It's dirtyanniesretreat.com. So anyway, let me get past that. Plans coming up. I don't really have anything too crazy. Now I'm still trying to find my piece for the Women's Equality Day, which is August 26th, next week. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure out. And I have a pattern that I think I want to do for September 5th. September 5th, I know is well, it's going to be a Friday, but it is Freddie Mercury's birthday. I've already done or stitched Freddie Mercury, but I have another Freddie Mercury piece that I've been thinking about doing. I need to dig it up. I think I already have it kitted somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. I think I intended to. So yeah, I want to do a Freddie Mercury piece to honor him on his birthday, because I love Freddie Mercury. Queen. Oh, yes. So I've got that coming up. Of course, on the 31st, I'm going to try to work on something Halloween. I do have some different things. I need to be working on my Mill Hill. My Halloween Fun Mill Hill. I actually have it right over here beside me. So we shall see. And then, of course, it'll be Fruit Plenty and Matter in Hand. Another birthday that's coming up. My friend B is her birthday's on Labor Day. Ha ha ha. My friend Christina's on the 3rd. Gosh, there's a lot of birthdays. The 7th is my friend Shelly. Heidi, her birthday is coming up on the 11th. Wow, we've got a lot of freaking birthdays. Okay, so coming up, yeah, I don't have a whole lot this month. Now, next month, there's going to be a lot, because I want to do One Nation. I'm trying to get some work in on One Nation. I do have to have prompts for it, because otherwise I end up working on other stuff. But we do have like Patriot Day, which is September 11th. And then I think there's a couple others, or maybe there's not. Okay, I lied. Okay. Well. Oh, Air Force birthday. That's the other one that I had. And that's on the 18th of September. So we'll be working on that, doing our thing. It'll be good. Do y'all have anything coming up? Is there anything that I need to be aware of? I know I've got, and Heidi's doing I think for her birthday, she is known as Down the Rabbit Hole. Heidi is wonderful. Whenever she goes to show something that, for you to look up, like if you're stitching and just listening to her, she has this little tone that goes off. It is wonderful. And the funny thing is I was watching her before I met her, like on a Zoom. And now, and I didn't realize until later that it was her. It didn't dawn on me. It didn't click in my brain. And then one day, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. That is you. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Y'all, I am all over the place today. But, so yeah, the Harvest Moon Hangout is the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Dirty Annie's is the 19th, 20th, and 21st. And actually, we're getting our room, and we're going to go on that Thursday night to go to Annie's. That way we can all get together. There's a handful of us that come in early. Even though it is here in the Dallas area, it's still nice to go stay at the hotel. We all go out to eat and hang out and just kind of visit beforehand. And then we'll go, a few of us will go and try to help out with Annie with getting everything set up and going. Just because it's a lot. it's a lot to do a retreat, and I'm always willing to help out, especially, you know, they're my friends. So we've got that. Other than that, oh, I do have a start that I'm going to try to do here before too long. I have all the pieces. So it is Chubby U from Jeanette Douglas. Super cute. Let's see if it will not blow it out. Come on, zoom in. I know you guys have seen this. It's really cute. Super, super cute. However, comma. Okay, so I have the fabric. I have the flosses. Okay, this fabric, it's 40 count. It's kind of hard to see these holes. I am doing it over 2. But it's tiny. It's really tiny. And this says this is 40 count gray linen, and it's Weeks Dye Works. That does not look gray to me. That looks tan. But it's the color. It's the color that's called for, and it matches what's on there. But that is not gray. They need to look at their eyeballs, with their eyeballs, and look and see what gray is versus, you know, tan or a natural color. But it's going to be cute. But the colors are really pretty. It's going to look wonderful on there. I fell in love with that. It was one of the market pieces from, when was it? March? February? Oh, anyway. So there have been some FlossTubers that I've been watching, and I forgot to mention them last time because of my brain. A Mary Stitcher. So Mary is the lady that sent me the flosses, the gassed flosses. I'm so excited that I showed you guys last time. But her FlossTube is awesome. There are 3 new ones that I have come across. Threads and Tails with Sarah, and I'll tag everything down below. Stitching Shauna, and Crafting Carlos. They're a lot of fun. Go check them out. Send them some love. I do have, you know, like my regulars. I'll put them down below. Leopard and Lace Co. His Princess Kelly. There's so many. There are so many. And I can't think of any of them right now. It is what it is. So let's just get some poetry, and then I will be out of here. We'll be done. So the first one is Homebody from Rupi Kaur. Rupi Kaur is one of my favorites. I love. And this one is a small one. This one is, especially, I think because I've been trying to find a woman positive pattern, and this one just really kind of kicked me in the butt, and I'm like, yes. You look tired, he says. I turn to him and say, yeah, I'm exhausted. I've been fighting misogyny for decades. How else do you expect me to look? Get it, sister. Yeah, I really like that one. Okay. And this one is from Sometimes, and it's, of course, blown out. Sometimes 101 Days of Healing Through Words. Vishaka Jane. I'm sure I'm destroying that. Okay, and this one is day 76. Sometimes healing comes when you finally forgive yourself. Not just for what you've done, but for what you didn't know at the time. For the choices you made when you were just trying to survive. Forgiveness isn't for them. It's for you. I forget that sometimes. I really do forget that sometimes. It's for me. It's not for them. They'll never know. They'll never know if you're angry. They'll never know if you're sad. They'll never know if you forgive them. Because it's not about them. It's about you. It's about me. So, with that, I think I'm done. I don't really have anything else to tell. I am trying to get my crap together so that I can do I think I'm going to try to film a finishing video for my botanical bee. I think everything from painting, prepping, painting, mounting it, everything. I just have to get my table area set up and cleared up because I have stuff. It's always a bigger mess before you get it to where it needs to be. And right now it's a big freaking mess. but it's getting there. It's getting there. There is some organization going on. I am trying to do some purging. I'm hoping I can take some boxes of goodies. I need to double check with Annie to see if we can bring some past the stash stuff, which would be amazing. And that way I can take some stuff there and get rid of it. So still, again, if you have any ideas for a female positive pattern for Women's Equality Day on the 26th, let me know. Toot sweet, so I can figure it out. I've got a couple that are okay, but they're just not really, I'm not super excited about them. So I'm just like, okay, this is not it yet. It's like I know when I do these, I kind of know what I want. And I haven't had that aha moment yet. So we shall see. I hope that you have an amazing week coming up. It's awesome. It's it's good. The way you wake up and the way you want to tackle your day, even if you have to force it at first, fake it till you make it. Just tell yourself, okay, it's going to be a good day. That's what I try to do every morning. I wake up and I'm like, thank you, God, for waking me up. It's going to be a good day. I insist on it. And from that point forward, that kind of puts the basis for my day. So if you see me not, remind me, today is a good day. I will remind you, today is a good day. Even sometimes if it's not a good day, it's still a good day. We're alive, we're breathing. We have successfully made it through all of our tough days so far. So we can do this. We can do it together. So have a wonderful week. Do what makes your heart happy and keep on stitching. And I love you guys.